Off with Simfed Credit Union. Um, as we went over that part of the fraud, okay, like I said, on December 18th, 2024, you were served with lawful process of judicial proceeding was initiated in accordance with Article 20 of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship and Consular Court provisions of Article 3, Section 2, Constitution for United States by and through United Postal Service certified mailing number 7022 or 0003 40606489 with the affidavit of fact and a writ of quo warranto, which was served upon all parties to this action, named as corporate actor, agent, or assigned doing business as Simfed Credit Union, were given 3 days from that date to answer and produce evidence of your alleged jurisdiction to adjudicate diversity of citizenship and estate controversies dealing with issues of heredity emanating from Articles 20 and 22 of the Peace and Friendship Treaty of 1788 or 1787 through 1836, and your Article 3 judicial authorization delegating judicial authorization and powers to Simfed Credit Union and its representatives, amongst a list of other things, for the record. I'll move that out the way. Now, it says you were afforded your rights in accordance with the prerequisites of due process, which embody procedural fundamentals of notice and opportunity to defend, and all natural and corporate persons named party to this action have failed to answer any interrogatories, requests for admissions, and production of documents, or to produce evidence within 3 days from the date the affidavit of fact writ of quo warranto was signed for as being received, which constitutes default and serves as conclusive evidence of your admission by silence or acquiescence to the statement of facts and redress listed in the arrangement section of the affidavit of fact writ of quo warranto. An agent of Simfed Credit Union, signed for as being received on December 18th, 1440, Moorish calendar year 2024, Christian calendar year, and your lack of jurisdiction to adjudicate treaty-related estate matters, denationalization, and fraud. This judgment by default is final and is in permanent settlement in accordance with Article 3, Section 2, Constitution for United States, and Articles 20 and 22, Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1836, enforced by the full faith and credit provision of Article 4, Section 1, mandating that full faith and credit shall be given in each state to the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of every other state. Here are the findings of fact and conclusions of law that go along with this. It says it is an established fact that the applicant submitted a $100 million Treasury payment voucher for deposit into account number 00000111650 However, at the time of deposit, the account had a zero balance, and agents representing Simfed Credit Union charged the affluent 0.7% of $100 million of the $100 million Treasury payment voucher intended for deposit is exactly $7. The affluent paid with a postal money order, and the proceeds of the $100 million Treasury payment voucher were never made into account number. It never made into the account number 00000011650. Okay. It says it is an established fact that the Athens Treasury payment voucher is based upon a $10 quadrillion registered private indemnity bond. There's the registration number for which the United States Treasury voucher was issued to the affluent for his benefit directly from the Department of Treasury / Internal Revenue Service through and approved by its program manager, Robert S. Lutz. Now, let's go. I want to go and we're going to go over here and we're going to check these little documents out here. Now here, that's the Treasury payment voucher, the $10 quadrillion Treasury payment voucher. For all the naysayers, this was my the IRS, the 1040 form that I filed. See that? That's the $10 quadrillion that I claimed on there, the bond. This is the letter that I got back from the IRS on all of that. Okay. Say for the Form 1040, IRS, all that. Then it go over here. Let's see. There's a program manager, Robert S. Lutz. It says, if you have any questions, call us. Let's say, when you write, include a copy of this letter and provide it in spaces below, your telephone number, hours you can be reached, all that. But yeah, this was already approved by the IRS. So now, as a result of these people, not only them cheating me out my money, but the Treasury turned around and they want to renege on some stuff. So what I had to do with the Treasury was turn around and, just like I was showing you the process that I've done with Simfed Credit Union, I've done it with the United States Treasury as well, because they owe me too. Okay? And I went after the Treasury, the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and these are all the accounts that I lien. They're lien debtors. You know, I'm of the ancient royal bloodlines. We are the five, the Els, the Days, the Bays, the Owls, and Alis are the five civilized tribes. We are the Confederation of Nations, the Iroquois Confederation, under the Anansi Iroquois Confederation, for which the United States formed, or which we helped the United States form their government here in Morocco. That just like that land over there they keep calling China is not China. It's a Manchuria. China is a corporation doing business in Manchuria. But they don't give the masses that kind of education. But anyway, as you can see, we got gold certificates lien. We got, as far as them, I lien all the gold deposits. I track down all our gold, our Morse gold. You know what I'm saying? This is all the stuff that they stole during the bankruptcy act. You know, just like Russia. Russia helped the United States get on its feet. The czars loaned them gold after they made the treaty with the Moors. And what they do as far as thanks for that, they turn around and murdered the whole family, kept the gold, and been running around the world repeating that same pattern. It's time to end that. It's time to end that. But this gold is ours. These are all the account numbers. Like this account here, umbrella account number, there it is. The bar commodity in that account is 381,136,650 or 75 metric tons. The number of gold bars is 30,490,934 bullion bars. Okay, we are aware of all our assets, of where everything is at. So, we're saying to the nations of the earth that we Moors here at the North Gate, we are awake and we are assisting you. Everything should go back to the constitutional form of government. These democracies cannot be. They cannot be, because the world is experiencing the result of what the democracies get us. Okay? But this is all in accordance with law. Everything here is done in accordance with law. These people are lawless. They don't even want to follow laws, their own laws. I didn't cheat. I did all this fair and square. And these people don't want to honor their obligations. So it's time for them to get out of them seats. And we're going to put somebody in there that's going to honor their obligations, because your days of overt acts of treason going unanswered as if nobody's paying attention or won't hold you accountable is over with. Now, I've shown y'all all of the paperwork on the $10 quadrillion bond. That's lawfully established. You know what I'm saying? So that's more money than, or debt note, because it ain't money, it's debt notes. That's more debt notes than all the billionaires on earth combined. And even the Rothschilds couldn't touch that kind of so-called wealth. It ain't even wealth, they're debt notes. But anyway, it is an established fact that financial instrument or treasury payment voucher was transferred into the custody, care, and control of Synfed Credit Union by the affiant for deposit into, we already said the account number. Okay, and it is an established fact that the proceeds from the $100 million Treasury payment voucher was not deposited into account number 00000011650. Okay, and then we have here, it is an established fact that lawful process was initiated against Synfed Credit Union and its natural person corporate representatives pursuant to Article 20, 22, and 23 of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1836. And all persons named party to this action was given lawful notice of the nature of the claims made, relief demanded, and presented with an opportunity to defend. Now, these are maxims in law. All men and women know that the foundation of law and commerce exists in telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Truth, as a valid statement of reality, is sovereign in commerce. An unrebutted affidavit stands as truth in commerce. An affidavit is acted upon as a judgment in commerce. Guaranteed, all men shall have a remedy by due course of law. If a remedy does not exist, or if a remedy has been subverted, like our Constitution and our republic form of government, which the Constitution say is the only form of government that can be practiced here. But anyway, then one may create a remedy for themselves and endow it with credibility by expressing it in their affidavit. The maxim of law: he who leaves the battlefield first loses by default. essentially means that if you abandon a legal dispute or claim without fighting for it, you automatically lose the case. If you concede defeat, as if you conceded defeat by leaving the battlefield of the court proceedings. And then here we got another U.S. Supreme Court case. Indeed, no more than affidavits is necessary to make a prima facie case. That's United States versus Kiss. So, okay, we had that. So this is what's coming down the pike for you, Sinbad. Well, this is already on, you already got your copy of this. So the commercial lien is what comes next, the UCC1 financing statement. So it's going on record with the Secretary of State. And we'll perfect the claim and we'll deal with you afterwards. Now, here is what had been ordered. That all these people here, wherefore it is hereby ordered and a judge that a default judgment or judgment by default is hereby entered against you, J. Sigler, acting as Chief Executive Officer for SimFed Credit Union, Joe Guzweller, acting as Chief Financial Officer for SimFed Credit Union, and the following U.S. citizens subject and corporate wards, Eric Ketchman, Noreen Morgan, Susan Keurig, Kent Markham, John Wostel, Teresa Nader, Neil Rolfe, William Nadel, David Robinson, Lawrence M. Brown, acting as agents or employees for SimFed Credit Union for the following judgment to be recovered by the affiant, Dr. Zoser-Ra Neterket L, acting as authorized representative for the straw man, my corporate intellectual property, in accordance with Articles 20 and 22, Treaty of Peace and Friendship 1836, Article 6, Clause 1, Constitution for the United States, orders the herein below stated obligations to be executed without obstruction or delay. Now here, everything's liened, their property, surety bonds, everything's liened in that section. Everything is in order. And here they say, oh, you got to pay. The Moors don't owe no debt to nobody. We don't owe no debt. You owe us. That's why everything is supposed to be done or negotiated by voucher system. But we got these belligerent trustees who's been operating under color of law for so long, they don't even know what real law is. Well, some of them. All the ones that belong to the secret societies, you guys, you practice our Moorish science. But anyway, I say it is ordered and the judge that the default, the affiant has sustained a lawful claim of reversion of ancestral estate with respect to all parties made to this action, SimFed Credit Unions, private and commercial real estate holdings, and commercial assets to satisfy this judgment by default if payment cannot be tendered in gold coin as required by Article 6, Clause 1, showing that all debts are obligations of the United States in accordance with the statutory provisions of Title 31, Section 31 and 3123, and move that out the way. And as a corporate entity acting as a subsidiary or an appendage to the United States Corporation Company through your license, franchise, and chartered and synchronistic bylaws through Agency 4, the states of all respondents and Simfed Credit Union is fully and commercially responsible for satisfying all debt obligations, and any debt contracted is to be paid in gold. That is both public and private. Through Article 1, Section 10 for the Constitution of the United States of North America. And then here we got, okay, we got another one. With treaty provisions of Article 20 and 22 of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, and Article 4, Clause 1, enforced by the Supremacy Clause of Article 6, Clause 1, Constitution for the United States, as all debts contracted and engagement entered into are obligations of the United States and all of its corporate franchise chartered subsidiaries, operating statutes, codes, and municipal ordinances as the corporate vehicle that binds the parties to perform their agreement, and that